This video content is highly based on personal experience and not to decry any particular organization or person. Assalamualaikum everyone, welcome back to another video of mine. So today, in this video, I'm going to share with you my madrasah life. Now, what is a madrasah? The word madrasah comes from an Arabic word, madrasah, which means school. Yeah, just school, okay? But in Singapore, it specifically means Islamic school. Many of these questions that I have been asked is, what do we study in a madrasah? Okay, do we study all of the academic subjects and all? Yes, we do. We study maths, we study A-maths, we study Malay, we study English, we study sciences, biology, chemistry, physics, and we also do study geography, but we just have additional subjects which are our Islamic studies, our Arabic language, our Arabic grammar, literature, rhetorics and rhythms, Islamic law, principles of Islamic law, rules of Islamic law, faraid, Islamic history, terminology of hadith, philosophy, and like many more. So yeah, because we study our academic subjects, we do take PSLE, O-levels, and A-levels. We're not really that different. It's just that we have additional subjects. For myself, I have been a madrasah student my whole life, since primary 1 until my pre-university 2. I first entered madrasah was because of my parents. They chose it for me because I was small and really have no idea what kind of primary schools there are in Singapore. So they just asked me if I was okay being in a madrasah, and I was like, okay, mata kisah. So yeah, I just followed and went through the classes before the entrance exam and sat for the entrance exam, and alhamdulillah I was admitted into Madrasah Tanjong Al-Islamiah. So I entered primary 1, which was in 2007, and then I stayed all the way there until my secondary 1, which was in 2013. I actually wanted to get out of there after PSLE, but I didn't, because I wanted to give a secondary school life there a chance. And when I said I wanted to get out of that school, I actually meant that I really want to get out of madrasah, because it was really heavy for me. I feel like I am not smart enough to study all of it. My subjects were all getting low, my self-esteem is low. Well, partly because I was bullied there, okay? I didn't realize that I was being bullied because we don't really normalize bullying in madrasah. So I have a really low self-esteem there. I really hated myself, I hated how I look, I hated how I study, I didn't want to go to school, I feel like studying is just a waste of time, I'm not smart enough, everything bad and negative. So when I gave my secondary 1 there a chance, I kind of feel like it's getting harder and much more difficult for me. So I told my parents that I want to change school. So I wanted to go to another madrasah instead, because I didn't want to go to a secular school, because I feel like it's going to be very awkward for me to suddenly change the environment, open all my hijab and wear skirts and everything. So I just stayed in the madrasah. There's a total of 6 main madrasahs in Singapore. So one of it is Madrasah Tanjong, Madrasah Irshad, Madrasah Al-Junaid, Madrasah Al-Ma'arif, Madrasah Al-Sagaf, and Madrasah Al-Arabiyah. Alright, so I had 5 other choices of which madrasah secondaries that I wanted to go to, and I wanted something neutral. I didn't want an all-girls school, so I chose to go Irshad. And I think that that was one of my best decisions ever. I didn't regret it at all. So I entered Irshad in 2014, which was secondary 2. All my friends were great. They were really nice, and they were really excited to have me there. I can still remember my first day there, which is already like 6 years ago, and I feel like in Irshad I finally grow up to be much more positive. I realized that I actually can study, and Irshad made me want to study and go to school. My mother would usually wake me up and say like, tak nak pergi sekolah and then I would say like, tak nak. And then when I'm in Irshad, I actually say, nak sekejap, you know. So that was a really huge improvement, and I didn't realize that until my mom told me about it. I stayed in Irshad for 4 years. I went through secondary 2 until secondary 5, so I took my Shahada exam, which is kind of like an O-level exam but my Islamic studies. And then I also sat for my O-levels during secondary 5. It was really tough. I'm grateful to have friends that help me out, and teachers, wonderful teachers actually, that would stay late at school just to teach us and make extra classes for us. So as I finished secondary 5, I decided that I want to continue my pre-U studies. We have a choice actually to go to polytechnic or junior college, any private schools, or pre-university, which we could take our A-levels. So out of all 6 madrasahs, only 4 of them actually have pre-university. So one of it is Madrasah Tanjong, and then Madrasah Al-Junaid, then Madrasah Al-Sagaf, and Madrasah Al-Ma'arif. So actually Madrasah Al-Ma'arif was my last choice. I cancelled Madrasah Al-Junaid because I really think that I couldn't cope with my studies. So I wanted to go Madrasah Al-Sagaf, like really die wanted to go there. But at the last minute, I didn't. I changed my mind, and that's really normal for me. Okay, I changed my mind for my own personal reason. So I figured that I just wanted to go to Madrasah Tanjong. I even applied to Madrasah Tanjong. I got into the interview, but during the day of the interview, I actually ditched. So in the end, I applied for my last choice of school, which is Madrasah Al-Ma'arif. And I think that was also my best decision ever. So in Madrasah Al-Ma'arif, I stayed there only for 2 years of my pre-university. And out of all the schools that I went to, that is the school that I have the least time together. But I feel like I connected to them a lot more, like with the teachers and my friends. In Ma'arif, I finally am able to conquer my insecurities, my self-esteem, and I think that most of it is thanks to my friends and my teachers. They were really wonderful to me. They were nice. We might have differences, but we actually went along well. And I never cried during graduation out of all of my other schools, and this one I actually cried and felt really sad. It was really difficult in Ma'arif because it's really heavy. I have 20 subjects. My first year I entered Bahas 4PM. It was really horrible. And then I also became a student council, which is something that I really wanted to. And alhamdulillah that I got in, like I gained a lot of experience through it. And then we also have our research work and also internship. So in my pre-U, I didn't take A-levels, but I went into the Azhar stream. It's like A-levels but Islamic studies. So yeah, I graduated my pre-university last year, 2019, and now I'm continuing somewhere. It's a secret. So yeah, that's actually a summarization of my life in a madrasah. If you would like to hear more, I would love to share. It's very long, so this is just like an introduction. If you ask me how is it being in a madrasah, last time I would say that it sucks. It's really difficult. The subject is a lot. It's really difficult to go through. But right now, I would say that it was really amazing. I really didn't regret a single thing. It's something that not everyone can be able to experience. Honestly, to me, the most heavy thing to be in a madrasah is the expectations of everyone. Like the community, your school, your teachers, your friends, your family and yourself, the expectations is really too high, because I guess like everyone see us as the perfect person or the perfect school and everything, but we have our own strengths and weaknesses. Each student have their own strengths and weaknesses, but everyone expects us to be perfect, like 100% with no minor mistakes or anything, which is really heavy to carry on our shoulders. It's just that part, the expectation part is heavy, but everything else is really amazing. The opportunities that you get that not a lot of people get, because only a few percentage to like really minority would be accepted to study in a madrasah, and being able to be one of them is really something that I appreciate. So that is one of the reasons why I didn't go out from a madrasah. There are a lot of other people who applied but weren't accepted, and I was one of the person that was being accepted, so I shouldn't waste the opportunity. And then another reason why I didn't get out of madrasah is also because of the knowledge that I get. The amount of knowledge is really heavy. Like in my pre-university I have 20 subjects. I guess in primary 1 I had like 10 subjects already, when most kids would only have like 4 subjects, right? So it's really heavy, but I guess that amount of knowledge that is really difficult to get, especially now, is something that I didn't want to miss out on. My third reason is because I want to prove that being in a madrasah is not something low. I think most of us that have ever been into a madrasah have experienced this before, I guess, is that when we go to our house visiting or our relatives come by and they ask which school we are from, we would say madrasah, and they would say, oh, budak madrasah, nanti dah besar jadi ustazah. Okay, that is not bad for me. I wouldn't mind being an ustazah. An ustazah is a teacher and an Islamic teacher. But what frustrates me is that I ever have people say that being an ustazah, like later you won't have enough money to feed your family because of the low pay, and I feel like that's not true. Money is not everything, it's more of berkat. Okay, and I think like we will always have berkat whenever we teach someone any knowledge. You know, when they ask like, oh dah besar jadi ustazah, I would always say like, no, we can become a lot more other things. Not only can we become a teacher, we can become a director of any places, we can be a researcher, we can be a translator, we can be a lot of things that you want. You can even be a counselor, an artist, anything, really. I understand because they are not from our shoes and they don't really know everything about madrasah. I think like I'm here to open up also a lot of things that people do not know about madrasah. If you are not from a madrasah, it's really great that you are watching this video and getting to know what madrasah is. I will probably be sharing a lot more about my madrasah life, even though I am not already in a madrasah, but I feel like it's something that I still can share about because I've ever experienced it. So I'm here to give knowledge to those of you who are not from a madrasah, and also to those of you who are in a madrasah. I'm here to give you all a little bit of motivation that you can do it, okay? I've been through it, so I know what you're going through, the difficulties that you are going through, but don't give up. Just know that you are not alone, okay? If you need motivation, you can always come and talk to me. I'm really open to you talking to me on my Instagram. So do leave a comment below. Maybe you can tell me what I should share next, and also I would really love to know which madrasah you are from, or if you are not, which school you are from also, or if you ever wanted to enter madrasah. I would love to read your stories. Please don't forget to like this video and also press the subscribe button. That would really help me gain the motivation to share more. It's a really long kind of video. I'm trying to make it really interesting, but I guess sometimes I got really serious into it because it's something that is shared by my own experience. Thank you again for listening. I really appreciate it. See you again in my next video.